Here's a startling statistic for what I believe is one of the most advanced countries in the continent of Africa, Nigeria. Listen to this: 10.5 million. 10.5 million children in Nigeria are not in school. It's the highest in the world, according to the United Nations, due to metastasizing insecurity around the country's north. This, according to a Wall Street Journal article highlighting what's happening there. Good evening, friends and family. The title, as it says, more than 300 girls kidnapped in latest Nigerian school abduction. Gunmen kidnapped 317 girls from a boarding school in northwest Nigeria. The name of the city, I believe it's a city, is Zamfara. And police said Friday, the latest, and a rising tide of high school abductions across Africa's most populous nation, where kidnapping for ransom isn't just the most lucrative, it's the biggest. It literally, in this article, says it is the most thriving, which is just crazy to me. Dozens of armed militants broke into the government girls' secondary school in Zamfara state around 1 a.m. Friday. Basically, the girls live in hostels, I guess. They all kind of sleep in the same area. By morning, parents and community leaders were tallying the number of people missing. The Zamfara police and security forces, backed by reinforcements, were in pursuit of the abductors. Apparently, the abductors came in trucks and motorcycles. The school leaders thought that they were a security force there to protect, and to their terror and horror, they found out that they weren't. One parent, Samela Ismail, whose first daughter, Asiya, was among those kidnapped, said when he reached the school, he saw 55 girls emerge from a restroom where they had been hiding, but he couldn't find his daughter. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks. The abduction is the second in a little over a week in Nigeria's northwest, where a surge in armed militancy has led to a worsening breakdown in security. The Zamfara governor, Bello Matawal, announced that he had closed all the schools, and then President Muhammadu Buhari, president of Nigeria, said in a statement that his administration will not succumb to blackmail by bandits who target innocent school students in the hope of massive ransom payments. And I'm wondering what they even do with those payments. So again, this is like the latest. Kidnapping for ransom is now a thriving industry. The latest incidents come 6 years, I'm sure many of you remember this, after the kidnapping of 276 schoolgirls in the town of Chibok in the northeastern state of Borno in Nigeria. And the abduction ignited the whole Bring Back Our Girls campaign, which I think many people remember. Michelle Obama even, was a big proponent supporting that campaign. The outcry apparently led to the formation of the Safe Schools initiative as well, which was backed by former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown, and it raised over $30 million to protect schools. And I'm wondering, what is that $30 million being used for? And apparently it's also been questioned by some Nigerian lawmakers who have called for investigations into the Safe Schools initiative amid allegations of mismanagement, but no investigation has been authorized by the government. And it makes you go, why not? And why are these abductions starting to happen more? Apparently, back in December, there was also an abduction of hundreds of boys from a boys' school in Nigeria. Some abductions in nearby Niger that have also happened, and no one knows who is doing this now. Back in 6 years ago, it was Boko Haram. No one's claimed responsibility this time, at least in this latest one. On Friday, citizens in Jangebe, which is a small farming town that cultivates rice, maize, and peanuts, isolated between grief and anger. And who wouldn't? I mean, these are your kids. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. And the worst part is, Nigeria and the U.S. have like an anti-terrorist agreement. They should be working together. And so my question is, why won't the U.S., I guess, do more? So Mr. Buhari has quietly dropped his claim that the country's insurgencies are technically defeated. They've been dealing with like a 10-year jihadist rebellion, and now this swelling banditry and lawlessness has become the conflict overlapping militant groups, and they basically have declared a state of emergency. Again, the country, which is one of Africa's strongest armies and is a strong U.S. counterterrorism ally, is struggling with all these threats. And so when will the U.S. step in? Will the U.S. step in? Will other countries step in? I would just think, get like all the drones, just collect them all, put them in Nigeria, and find these children and find out where these bandits are hiding, and root them out. Root them out. You're talking about innocent children that are being kidnapped by the hundreds, and then they can't find them. They can't trace the tracks of the trucks or whatever, these Hilux vehicles. It just makes no sense to me. And if this was happening in the U.S., you know what? It is happening in the U.S. because I was just talking to my wife the other day about this, how you have so many children missing and nobody cares. You know, we have all these TV shows, you have all these billboard ads, and you would think that you would see more, hey, this child's missing, we need to find him or her, and we don't see it. The only time you see it is when you like walk into a store and it's posted at the front board, all the kids that are missing. So for some reason, we don't care about children. Whether you're pro-life or not, you just don't care about them. It's the weirdest thing to me. So anyway, I won't go into more of this story. It sucks. One person said, we are stuck in the most vicious cycle. We need help to acquire new technologies to beat this and to find the children these people have taken. And, you know, even with the girls, the Chibok girls that were kidnapped 6 years ago, out of the 276, I believe 100 of them still have not returned home. Again, just ridiculous and sad. Who knows what's happening to them? I don't want to imagine, but we need to do a better job protecting our children all around the world. So that's where I'll leave this, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.